In our continuing series examining the hard rock and metal landscape today, we sit down and speak with Jens Lundberg, founder of Blue Lemon Management from Stockholm, Sweden. We discuss the expanding hard rock and metal market in Sweden, as well as some of the most preventable career mistakes that bands and artists make early in their career. This is one episode you can't afford to miss. Coming up. Hi, so we're back here at the second annual Global Rock Summit here at the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, California. And we caught up with Jens Lundberg of Blue Lemon Management, an artist management company out of Stockholm, Sweden. Jens, thank you so much for doing this on MUBUTV.
My pleasure.
So I know you spoke earlier today. How did it go for you? How's the summit been for you so far?
It's been really good. You know, it's everybody has their take on music and rock and how to do it, and you sort of have your own, which you think is the right one, of course. But I think it's great when you put a bunch of industry people together and ask them the same question.
Yeah.
So some agree and some really don't agree. So it's good. I like it.
Sweden has historically always been a great market for pop music. Over the last decade, has the market expanded for other genres of music as well, like rock, hard rock, metal?
Absolutely. I mean, Sweden is massive when it comes to pop. We know that. Thank you, Max Martin and Red One and Shellback and all of these guys. But if you look at the rock scene, it's really massive. It's actually per capita, we have the most rock bands in the world,
right,
based on number of people living in the country. So there is definitely a great rock scene, and we have some rock bands that are really doing well all over the world over there. So it's a big rock scene.
Yeah. Jens, over the last decade, we've seen the financial erosion of the major labels, which has also meant the tremendous loss of manpower in the companies. How has that affected your workload as a manager?
What a good question. Every act is so different. How do I phrase this? Well, what I can say is that I'm turning more into a label, and we're taking on functions which we didn't have to do before. But for me, it sort of has come so gradual. So it's not like I woke up and was overwhelmed.
Right.
It's just gradually added on. So I think I'm just much more hands-on and more aspect with the artist now, whereas, 10 years ago, you would find a label, you'd find all the key players, and you make sure they do their job. Today, you're more involved with the actual, the label side, the promotion side, the booking side. You're more hands-on in everything. So I would say that's the biggest change for me.
As an artist manager, how important is your personal relationship with an artist that you're looking at to possibly sign?
Key, at least for me. I've turned down so many projects which would have made me so much money, but for me, it's not about that.
Right.
And people say, yeah. And I say, no, really, it's not about that. If I'm going to devote my time for 2, 3, 4, 5 years to build something, to possibly generate something, it's better be with people I enjoy being around. So it's completely key. I mean, I'm taking on projects with people that, maybe wasn't to my personal liking or whatever, but then it's a project and you do your job and you're done with it. But if you're going to work long term, they're going to be my brothers, my sisters, they're going to be my kids, they're going to be my parodies in some cases, because they're more experienced. I work with some artists that are way more experienced than me. But it's a team effort, and it's very important.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything that you're saying. As managers based in Sweden, do you find that certain international markets are more open to specific styles of music than others?
Yes. For example, we look at Germany, we think rock. We look at England, the UK, we think alternative. We look at the States, we think pop. So it's definitely different.
As an experienced artist manager, what's the largest preventable mistake you see artists make that can often damage or destroy their careers?
Quit. It's like if each actor or artist would just realize that if you keep going, you will get there.
Yeah.
That's sort of, it's so obvious, but it's so hard to get when you're in a band or when you're doing something and it's not happening, and
they want it now.
They want it now. Of course they want it now, and they see all their friends get the house and the the cars and the well-paid job and the kids and the families, and they're still struggling for that dream. If you stop, you won't have it. So don't stop. It's like keep going and surround yourself with people that are, or at least that you perceive to be good. Don't just buy into all the flashy, bashy. The more people talk, the more air it's in the bag normally. So, don't listen, look.
Yeah.
And then keep going. So don't stop. I think that's right. I'm probably going to change that answer about 5 minutes as I walk out of here. But for now, that's the one.
Some great info coming from Jens, a leading artist manager out of Sweden. So insiders, here's the question of the day. What were the most relevant things to you that Jens spoke about in our discussion regarding managing artists? Was it the importance of the personal relationship with the artist? Or was it the most preventable mistakes he sees artists making that can derail your career? Or was it how certain international markets are more open to specific styles of music than others? Or was it something else that stood out to you? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe to MUBUTV for more information on how to educate, empower, and engage your music career. You can also check out a summary of this episode and everything we talked about in the description below as well. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd really love it if you hit the like button and let us know what other kinds of videos and types of content you would want to see on our channel. Hit us up in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.